you know when it really changed, when my career changed? People always knew that I was talented, and then sketch duels. Sketch duels about 15 years ago, where they put two artists against each other, and I took on Batman artists, and I was beating their heads in Batman drawings, and they were like, "Whoa, like maybe the best artist is not this guy, it may be this guy."
Yeah.
Right, and then you start seeing it, and then I think one time in particular in Toronto, there was one famous Batman artist who was talking some smack, and then we did a Batman challenge, and he got his head smashed in, and then when he got his head smashed in, his bosses were there and was like, Ken may be the best artist in our stable, and then.
That's changed now?
Oh yeah, now it's like first of all, no one wants to sketch duel me anymore. Like, that's over with.
Yeah.
My name comes up, they go, no, I'm not gonna mess with it. And also, it just should really go to show who can do it live and who can do it, and it's not tricks in your studio where you're tracing stuff, or you're making it. It's like, here's a blank sheet of paper. This person just said Batman. You have 20 minutes. Like, let's go. And it changed everything. That was about 15 years ago.
But you can see, like as you said, look, he can draw anybody without looking at anything.
Yeah, it didn't
some
look for
some artists will go and they will draw on their what do they call it, the tablet pads, right? And then Photoshop almost does everything for that. You're like, oh, I'm going to change this head. Oh, I'm going to change this. So yeah, they're talented because they know their craft. So I'm not taking, but it's very different to be able to say, yeah, I can draw, right?
I like drawers anyway. I like people that really draw. But after that, it changed everything. Yeah. Everything changed. And I tell you this story, how that story ended. So this particular artist, I'll tell you the truth, it's Tony Daniel. And he's a good artist, but whatever. So that was in Toronto, and maybe 2 months later we went to New York City Comic Con, and we had the Superman dinner. And I was drawing Batman, and I was drawing Superman at the time. And before the challenge started, someone said, let's do Batman. And he didn't want to do Batman because he was like, well, I draw Batman, it'd be unfair. And I was like, come on, let's just do this, right? Yeah. So then we started doing the challenge, and obviously, my hometown, much better work. So we go have dinner in New York City, and it's all the brass of the Superman office, and we're having dinner. And everyone, I got there a little bit late, so I had to sit with the brass, so we're sitting there having dinner, and after it was all clearing out, it was me and the brass and maybe him and somebody else. And someone said, he goes, it was really strange. He said to me, he goes, oh, nice, hi, and I was like, yeah, right, yeah, and he goes, oh, I didn't know you'd remember me. And I go, remember kicking your ass? Yeah, I remember that clearly. Do you remember? And then it was just funny. But it was one of those things where, and again, the brass was like going, you should definitely, and also they use those things sort of against you. DC was like, Marvel was like, man, if they're not going to give you Batman, you should come here and draw X-Men. And I was like, oh, let's do that. And then they go, well, why did you say you wanted Batman? And I was like,
why don't you offer it?
Yeah, why don't you offer it? So there you go. Sure. And that's kind of the thing. So I've learned, my wife was like, she goes, you should stop assuming you're not going to get things, just ask. And I've been so I go, because they don't think, because of what I do for Marvel and for DC and for Hasbro, they don't think I'd be interested in comics. And it's true. I don't do a lot of comic books because it's like, I do toy stuff. I'm a toy designer and I work on film and that kind of stuff. So it's kind of like, But yeah, if you're going to put a book in front of me, like even now, it's like, I got offered a very big book at a small tier company. And it's their flagship book. And they're like, what's it going to take for you to do it? And I was like, I don't know. I'm trying to think about it. My wife goes, well, what are you going to do? And it's like, well, what's the price? Name your price. Yeah. Name your team. Yeah. And it's like, oh, wow, okay. Yeah. So I said, okay. And I threw up some numbers. Okay. I go, okay.
That's nice.
And then that same day I said, okay, I mean, think about it. VC sent me, hey, Ken. So I was like, you guys have 6 cents that they know each other. So we're good. So now it's going to... Anytime.
And would you mind drawing Captain America?
Sure.
All right, so let's continue on with some of these who will wins.
Okay.
And we're gonna do another DC versus a Marvel guy. So throw you a little bit of a curveball.
Okay.
So one of my favorite dudes in DC is Hawkman. and I like Hawkman Kadar Hall, the warrior from Thanagar. Okay, so who wins between him and Archangel? Not regular winged angel, but Archangel, the horseman of the apocalypse.
Okay. Archangel really can't fight.
But his wings, though.
His wings are amazing, but he really can't fight. The other guy's a warrior. Based on fighting skill, I would think that Hawkman would win.
But you think Hawkman could close the gap, though?
I don't think that Archangel is, I think his wings would do all the things, but I really do think the Hawkman is a better fighter.
He's a better fighter, hands down. Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, I think Hawkman would win.
All right, Hawkman's taking that one. I kind of think Archangel would take that one just because his wings are crazy. He's probably faster and just could shower him with those blades from afar and stuff. But yeah, we'll talk that up to who published it. So in the DC realm, Hawkman take it. In Andre's version of the Marvel one, we can give that one to Archangel.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. One of those things where I kind of think, I just don't think that he could beat him in a fight.
In a fight, yes, not good old fashioned fisticuffs. That's for sure. That's for sure. So let's turn it up and talk about power levels.
Okay.
Who's the most powerful member of the Fantastic Four?
Sue Richard.
Damn straight. Damn straight.
She could kill half the Marvel universe.
Yep. And look good while doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, she's real powerful.
Yeah.
They underpower her a lot, but she is by far the most powerful human.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And this leads into the next easiest one would be. I'm not even gonna give you a time frame, so you can go any era, any team. X-Men, strongest X-Men.
Strongest X-Men. Strongest X-Men. All over the place because I'm thinking of different versions of different characters, right? It'd probably be Jean Grey, probably.
Jean Grey, yes. Actually, even without the Phoenix power, you got to give it to Jean Grey. Yeah.
Even without Phoenix?
Even without Phoenix, because the Phoenix is like that's.
Her internal evil.
But it's not her power, right? Her natural abilities, even without Phoenix. You give her Phoenix, unstoppable, right? Without that, But yeah, she's definitely hands down the best. Maybe not, but one of the most powerful as a mutant. Phoenix is celestial level entity power, right? All right, so let's talk about some of the more, shall we say, human heroes. Who is the most powerful guardian of Hell's Kitchen?
I don't know. I'm not a big Daredevil fan.
Yeah.
I've never been. I just think it's kind of weird. But he's got some crazy. In the comic book, he's got some crazy abilities, like almost ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I still have that Marvel team up book where he's with Spider-Man, and he goes stop Spider-Man. There's two overweight men hiding, over in the next rooftop. One is heavy set. He's holding a baton. I go, what? How does he know he's holding it? What? That's like clairvoyant business going on there. What? So I was like, okay, all right, I'll give you that. That's my. So I always thought that was a bit bizarre, but I don't know. I guess Daredevil's some.
Daredevil's up there.
Yeah.
I'm kind of partial to if you take Power Man out of the equation because I think he's physically the strongest. Sometimes I got a soft spot for Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Because he's crazy enough to get the job done without even really realizing that he's crazy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But Moon Knight is never on the radar compared to other characters.
That's
right?
true. That's true. He's kind of.
He's like the other guy. Oh yeah, and Moon Knight.
And Moon Knight. Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, and that other guy. So it's kind of cool when you go to New York City and you're actually in Hell's Kitchen. It's kind of weird. You can't help but think about all the characters that are based there.
Yeah. Yeah, New York would probably be the one place that they really shouldn't attack. How come they never attack like Idaho or Nebraska or something like that? You know, let's knock over a bank over here.
Saw that movie.
Yeah. Guys, he's also giving out one print per person. If you'd like to take a look and see. There's a couple cool Spider-Man ones. There's a Black Panther one. He'll sign it for you.
Will I? No.
No.
That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
So anybody got any other questions for Ken? And for those of you who are just joining us, Ken is, as you can tell and see, a very talented artist who has been in the comic industry for years, worked on such greats as X-Men, Black Panther, Mildred of covers, and is also a toy designer and artist for Hasbro, and has also worked in other media and cinema stuff. So this guy has been around the block once or twice, and he has still stayed as humble as pie.
Fold it, but if you don't fold it,
So can I ask, is Ken Canadian?
Ken is Canadian.
Wow.
Yes, Ken is a local boy. He's
representing.
yeah. I'm sure they probably tried to pull you into the States and say, "Can you move down here and come into our studio?"
Every
and stuff?
article I do, they put me as an American.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone.
That's not,
Even a magazine article came out 2 weeks ago. Imagine FX. Imagine FX
you never
said,
get your stuff right.
"Oh my God, they are so bad." It says Canadian artist in the title, and then when it goes to my bio, it's U.S. I'm like, fuck.
Well,
We're assimilating, right?
but the best, that isn't even the funniest. They have a picture of Ken on the cover, okay? It's drawing, it says Ken Lashley,
It's not drawing.
and it is him, and he's spotlighted, and it's a white hand holding the pencil that's drawing the thing. So they took a lot of flack. Ken actually didn't have to say anything because it was all his fans. It's like, yo guys, change it. What are you doing? Right? So somebody building that cover, you know, didn't do their homework. But yeah.
Assumed.
Yeah, I love how the assumption is just made.
Yeah. So
And the guy who runs the magazine is Iranian. So he was like upset.
Upset.
He was like, "What is
Yeah.
happening here?" You know. So
Matt, what's up?
I don't want to say anything either about it. You know.
all right, who are you gonna get on the Star Wars?
Who should we get? It's gonna be for my nephew.
Oh, okay.
I know. It makes me weep. She made it through 40 minutes of the first one, and that was the second one.
You didn't watch all Star Wars?
I know.
Can you do me a favor? Can you try next year?
Well, this was a few years ago.
Yeah, try next year. I think sometimes you just have to be in the right place, right? I can't wait to show my nephew Star Wars. I can't wait.
I did mine a few years ago.
Yeah. Well, the youngest is 3, so I'm going to give him until he's 5, and the oldest is 6. So I think 8 and 5 should be good.
Too late.
Too late? I got to
Gotta
start
go-
now.
Gotta go earlier now. By the time they get to school, they're ruined. It's part of the lexicon, right? So everyone
That's true.
I am your father's part of the lexicon, so you have to.
Yeah, maybe Jalen go watch Star
Get it
Wars
early.
this weekend.
and only in order of creation.
Of course, there is no other order. Yes, no, for
Order
sure,
of creation.
for sure.
Are you kidding me? I did mine when the kids were grade 1 and grade 3,
All right.
and around that same age, and we did over March break. Knocked it all off, and they were like, wow.
Yeah.
When the moment came, I loved it.
So you said that we can print and the comic books are...
So you get the print, and if you like them to draw, all we ask is you after you're done, just pick it up and buy it. Most of them are $3 to $5, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you
And these are cover price as well, right? The Black Panther.
Yeah, this is all his work here in Black Panther, and then we also have some of his cover art as well as the regular X-Men books. So, and Ken will let us know when he wants to take a little bit of a break. Yeah,
Sure,
'cause-
so I think I'm drawing prep.
yeah, he's been very good for us today.
So I gotta ask you a question. You were talking about Star Wars being fan, so big Star Wars fan, but I'm also an Aliens fan. Alien?
Yes.
So I haven't introduced the kids to that yet. So I'm wondering what age group are we talking?
How old?
Teens or-
How old are you?
10 and 12.
10 and 12. Yeah. No, yeah.
My kids were last year.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
14 and they were
Yeah, you haven't seen the movie
13 and 11 because the
Well, I
themes
saw
are
around then too. So
Yeah.
themes are kind of So.
I think if you start, I would do Aliens first.
yeah, Aliens first. That's
And
the-
then go back
That's
and
why
then and then almost watch their response to Alien, because that's a piece that's a really
I think you're right.
wrong. You say
Order of creation. Order of creation. This is why.
Oh, okay.
You know why? Because if you show them the really good one first,
I think Alien is better though.
okay, now Aliens is an action movie.
Yeah.
Where the special effects are so good that when you go back and watch the first one, you kind of go. My kids were they were like, oh man, this looks real cheesy because you don't see the they don't see the character until halfway through the movie.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
it's just a guy in the suit.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Get them drawn.
You have to have them go.
Oh, okay. I can see.
That's serious. I've learned my lessons over the years. Always go in order of creation. That way, like I try to show my kids some movies, and they get like, "Oh, Dad, this is so bad." Oh, yeah, this is pretty bad. Well, my oldest is really into stuff. She's a big jerk.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, eh?
This black and white Black Panther. Pretty cool.
It's just the pencil breakdowns. Just that's it right
I forget what this
there.
guy's name is.
Colossus.
Colossus. There we go. He's not an X-Men, is he?
He is, yeah. He is the made of living steel.
Alright, what would you know? You get confused? Well, we have a budding artist who's trying to get
Oh,
right
nice.
now. So I'm trying to get him a little graphics pad so we can start
Start doing it, yeah.
online.
Nothing begets drawing like just drawing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he's doing.
Even if you're just going, you just doesn't matter, you know. You just keep getting better and better. I love seeing this type of stuff right here. You know, just the block-ins and then see how it. Yeah.
You see the triangle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
I was going to ask you, Ken, so are you finding a lot of that is that you're starting to see a lot of artists switch to digital now? Digital format, or is still a mixture of both?
I think a mixture of both still. I think it's still a mixed bag, you know?
Yeah.
Some guys are all digital and some guys are reluctant.
Yeah.
I do both, so
Oh, you do both? Okay. That's cool.
yeah. There's different programs and
Because on both sides you got to be an artist. I just watched some of the digital artists, and it's a lot of work.
what to be a digital artist?
Yeah.
It's all the same.
Yeah, it's the same. It's like you got to know what you're doing.
Well, yeah, you have to, and you still have to put the word in, the work in. There's no shortcuts. Yeah, you know, if you can't draw, putting it on a computer ain't gonna make it draw like for you. There might be some shortcuts, and you can do some editing stuff, but yeah, it's,
Well, there's lots of guys who
Do you know which group you want to group?
do photorealistic stuff who are basically frauds because they've taken a photo and they just digitally
Yeah, they just
manipulate it.
manipulate
Yeah.
it.
But you can always tell if a guy can draw by and look at their digital work, try and find their sketchbook.
Yeah.
You look through their stuff and,
see if
if
it
you,
matches.
and you see their sketches. And if they can't draw in the sketch form, then you know that it's all. Oh, I have this really wicked picture that I've manipulated, right?
Yeah, exactly.
those are the guys that have the like Google library of images, and then they'll go through and they'll grab it and they'll manipulate it and stuff. Again, has some semblance of you had to learn the program to do it,
Yeah,
but
it's
at the
not
same
the same.
time it's not the same. And there's some very talented artists who I think, in my opinion, have unfortunately slid backwards into that in order maybe to catch up on work and stuff, but now they probably can't draw, right? And it sucks. You're like, oh yeah, that's a great cover, Greg Land, and then everything else is like, show me an action pose. You know, like one of my favorite painters in comics is is Alex Ross. Really, I really like his painted stuff. But then a lot of times looking at his process, his stuff is very static. So once you see him painting over another artist, amazing, because that person has done this and Alex has gone over and painted. So I think he's a very good painter, but personally, you know, I wouldn't say he's a comic book artist, but that's how I like. Some people will love that, you know, style, but I like it to be kinetic. I want to see movement and stuff like that, right? So
I just like the pencil work. That's the most
yeah,
amazing thing. Because you need the key line
Yeah.
pencil work first.
yeah, you can't layer over top of no foundation, right?
Simple like this is perfect. 'Cause you don't
And the
need
nice
that.
thing, the nice thing is when you look at that, you see the form, you see the character, you know it right there. And that's the thing. Right? It's not,
Exactly.
You know, there's no. But,
Like you can take any part of the image, you know exactly
Yeah.
where he is.
yeah.
So how long have you been doing drawing in general? Was when you were a kid? Yeah. 10 or something like that? Or?
Yeah, I've been drawing professionally for about 20 years. Age of Apocalypse, Star Wars, lots of cool stuff, lots of fun stuff.
Your inking is phenomenal, by the way.
I don't know about that, but I'm getting there.
Especially in this detail right here.
Appreciate it. I'm getting there.
My favorite one was
Yeah, no, it's much. Phones are sorry.
That's right.
Can't answer my watch.
Yeah, nice.
it was fun. The watercolor.
Okay, let's go get chocolate and candy.
Okay.
Bring some for everybody. Yeah.
Mama, we
Hello?
So could we get maybe Sue Storm? As you said, Invisible Women, but
Yeah,
it can't be a blank page.
Yeah. See, Storm, nice. You corrected that one. Yeah, nice.
Drawing in one, the other one I would.
It's wicked to witness, eh?
Yeah.
It's just like what? Just coming to life.
I feel like I need to be silent like a golfer's lesson.
If I pick up a Fantastic Four, I'll just run over to John.
Yeah, or you can pay for it after or whatever. Yeah,
I'll
It's
probably
all
do
good.
that.
You sure you don't want Aquaman?
I gotta get Doom.
You got to get Doom. Yes, yes.
Man.
Is it connected with any other Marvel characters, or is it like independent?
Who would be Doom's counterpart in the DC universe? Like I'm talking like totally on his level though. Not yeah.
Are we talking like magical as well?
I'm talking about
I was
like
gonna say Lex, but definitely not.
no.
Not
Because to me, Doom's the perfect villain.
He
Because he is not a villain,
He's-
right?
He's an anti-hero.
yeah, like
almost, yeah.
he's running his nation the way he's smart enough to understand and control magic. Plus, he's a technological. He's a genius, right? Like to me, he is literally like he's like I don't know if you could really.
I don't think there's anyone who's
I'm gonna take a picture of it.
Rachel Gould?
Rachel Gould, probably.
The closest, right? The closest, yeah.
Rachel Gould would probably be the closest.
Yeah.
Would you mind if we get a quick picture?
Running his own stuff, does his own people.
You can
Sure,
hold it
man.
up there. My camera. Thank you.
Yeah, all right.
I had to go down.
Maybe we should do that. We should do a challenge. Challenge Ken Day, the most obscure character ever.
Bring it on.
Let's see. Oh, wait.
There's got to be
Someone that was only there for like
The
one
Great
month.
Lake Avengers.
Ooh.
I can't even name 3 of them.
Like Sasquatch.
Oh, I know.
Sasquatch was not a Great Lake Avenger. They're even more B team than that. There was that thin guy, is the only guy. Who's in the Great Lake Avengers?
Immortal Man.
Immortal Man? Who?
Dead Girl.
Dead Girl. No, Dead Girl wasn't. Who's the thin
No,
dude?
that's Ecstatic. Squirrel Girl was.
Squirrel Girl was, yeah. But now she's popular, so.
What was her name? There's some
Devil Dog.
or something like that.
Yeah, the big one, yeah. Big, yeah.
Star Wars too. You're the illustrator.
Well, they all get silly, but sometimes you just gotta look at them like you put the options, right? You know,
You gotta be
like
unbiased.
yeah,
too, that's
it's a hard thing for throwing like Superman into the mix because he's got every power set,
Pretty
right?
much, yeah.
But
You can't beat the Hulk on right in a fight.
well, that's the thing. You can't beat him in it, but could Superman be evil and shoot it, lobotomize him through his eyes? But Superman wouldn't do that,
but
right?
he couldn't go through his skin.
Not really, not
No,
into
no,
his
no.
eyes?
The Hulk is
The Hulk is the
the
end.
Hulk. The way they rate the Hulk, they depower him for the movie. But I saw one issue where he fell out of something and he flexed against the air and shot himself back towards.
Oh wow!
I was like, yeah,
You're like that.
that's pretty
Arguably the
sick.
strongest
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
and
he has-
and,
yeah.
and he has no limits,
Yeah.
right?
Well, that's so funny because one of my good customers, we always argue. He's like, he thinks that Hulk can beat Juggernaut, and I'm like, no way, no. How? He's like, no man, but Juggernaut's unmovable. I'm like, don't matter if you're freaking crushed, right? Like nothing. Like it's like the strongest force immovable object. Like no, man. I said they just play up Juggernaut, but there's no way that yeah. Like though you hit the again, matter he gets, the stronger he gets. I don't care if I can't move you, but you yeah. I'll just do you. You just don't have any bones. They're dust after that, right? So.
The only one I ever wondered was Apocalypse.
Versus Hulk?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that'd be pretty crazy. So,
The Nightwing versus
Like,
or Deathstroke. Nightwing versus Batman or Deathstroke.
What about it?
I've always heard that. I've heard that Nightwing
Oh,
apparently because he can't be converted by the whole idea of like the. He was the only one that Joker couldn't, I think, take over. Was it him or Dick Grayson? Or they both?
no, Dick Grayson, Nightwing thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they can't.
way.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. Like the thing is,
There's no way
Yeah.
that Nightwing has a chance.
yeah,
against
he
Batman.
does because he doesn't have the.
none
He
of those
doesn't.
guys.
He doesn't have the willpower. Like Dick Grayson is a better human being and will be a better person and stuff like that. But if, like Batman's proven, it's like
Yeah.
if Dick Grayson had to pass to do something else or whatever, like unfortunately Batman just ain't that guy to
Fair
do
enough,
it,
fair
right? So.
Have you seen that animated clip of Spider-Man vs. Batman?
I don't know how that would go. Spider-Man.
They say Spider-Man.
Spider-Man in like 2 seconds.
The senses and all that.
Spider-Man
yeah.
versus who?
Batman.
2 seconds.
Who would win?
Yeah.
Who's probably
There's an
saying that?
animated clip
Yeah.
online that shows Spider-Man.
She sees everything coming. That would be alright.
Yeah.
But if Batman had time.
No, you know what though? It would be a decent fight, but over time it would go to
It'd be a decent fight. Oh my god.
I think it would,
No
man.
way.
Listen, Batman has stood up to certain people, and even though Spider-Man is quicker and hits harder and stuff like that, he's not going to go to that first, right? Spider-Man doesn't have the
Makes too many jokes and he'll get hit with something while he's joking.
or Batman will do the whole, I'll throw some Simtex over here and then some flashbangs. Spider-Man will get into it. Boom. He'll get a couple hits in, but then Peter will be like, okay, now you know what? I'm hurt, and then he'll accidentally hit him too hard, and then.
And are we talking Iron Spider suit or are we talking?
Spider-Man doesn't need. I think the
doesn't
Iron
need it.
Spider suit actually hinders him.
Yeah,
Because he
it
doesn't
does.
rely on himself. And like the
Yeah.
guy, he's got the
strength.
super agility and all that stuff to do it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Is there a Captain Marvel movie coming out?
Yep.
Yeah. Is there? Yeah. There's a huge list of ones coming out.
Only 2 before the next one that you have to watch. You have to watch Ant-Man. You can't skip Ant-Man if you want to see the Avengers 4.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
I've said
Ant-Man 2. Ant-Man 2. Yeah. All right. All right.
I'm just telling you.
So that New Mutants.
Oh, really?
I'm excited for New
Something happens in it
Yeah.
directly.
Nice. That could be a reason to see it, because I was gonna pass on it.
Oh no, you can't pass.
Can't
on it.
pass on it? Alright.
Wasn't doing it for you.
You know what? I just wasn't huge on the first one, right? So I know where it was coming from their movie, like from how they want to make different movies and stuff like that, and I see where it pegs in, because it appeals to like I think a broader audience than just the narrow scope of the super. But it just, after watching, I was just like, have you not seen the trailer, the newest trailer? I don't have to watch a lot of trailers.
Dude, man, the new trailer was sick.
It was good. All right. I'm gonna watch it. I'll check it out.
I'm gonna say one thing.
Wasp. They're.
You don't know anything about that, dude. He's her sidekick, buddy.
Yeah.
She's got some pretty sick powers.
Yeah. Lawrence Fishburne. You know who he plays?
Yeah.
You know who he plays, right?
He's playing the Goliath.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, that was my good. So good.
I guess he didn't like playing Perry White.
Yeah, that has limited shelf life.
Yeah. Especially when they didn't really develop a Clark Kent character in the movie. So
Yeah,
it's like,
so-
what do you get? What would you stick around for? So.
That skill is mind blowing. I tell you, man.
Mind blowing, yeah.
Nice costume.
Look at his brother. Look at that. Who wins this fight, Mr. Incredible or Spider-Man?
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Gotta give that to Mr. Incredible.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? He's only strong.
That's true. Be a good fight.
And his little brother is really strong. So. That's the different type of markers, yeah. So some of it's the white and stuff like that, yeah.
Applying to it and getting denied.
I get tired of drawing like one image. I don't know how you draw so many.
Andre, you sound like you're
I did. Come on.
take it by the smile.
I like many parts in that movie. Many parts. The one part that I will say that grew me, and it's not spoiler for anybody seen it, it's just I didn't like that Thanos took off his armor in the first scene. Whoa. Right? Yeah, Thanos is buck naked for the. No. Yeah, I just don't. Because it looked really cool. Yeah. Right. So I just thought that was. I don't know.
Love you guys.
So.
It's kind of disappointing stuff. There's a Q&A with Matthew.
Oh yeah.
And I won ticket for it.
I don't even.
And then she canceled.
Oh.
Travel difficulties.
Yeah.
I never knew this was here.
Jaguar?
No, this place.
Oh, this place.
Well, look at that. See, it's like it's a great free comic book day. Came, found a great place. Get to see some really cool art in motion. Know where we are. I hope you liked our Facebook page. No, you didn't yet, but you can.
Okay.
Or you can check out our Instagram. Or you can check out our YouTube channel. It's put in there. It's Heroes World Online for everybody who wants to check, subscribe, like. Yes. This is where you all say yes. Yes. All right. There. Look at it. Pulling teeth. And pulling teeth. No. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. Ricky, I know you already signed up there.
For Christmas, I got the dollar store Avengers.
Did I not send it? Oh no.
I totally would have.
I was. You know what? I bet you if I look on my thing, it's in the send thing.
But you could draw it yourself.
Well, you do got the tacos, sure.
Just buy covers.
Yeah.
I think you would like it.
Yeah.
Looking through it.
Which comic?
I don't know.
Like, I don't know.
You saw my dreads itself. Do yourself content, right?
No.
Literally, I went to the dollar store and then I bought like some wash gloves, these rhinestones.
Oh, nice.
And then on my cosplay account, I was like, all right, guys, let's do it yourself.
Do it.
Yeah, we two sauce.
You guys are leaving? You want to get the print signed? Jalen, who do you want a print of? Who do you want a picture of? Spider-Man? No pressure, you're only wearing the costume. You want to see it?
Day or night?
Do you like this one? Yeah. Do you want Ken to sign it for you? Yeah. Where's Julius? Oh, Mr. Incredible's on his way.
The guy said, draw yourself on the cover.
Transformers, Fighting Unicorn, Avengers, Overwatch, Doctor Doom,
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the two that Uatu the Watcher has selected. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel.